A player can practice as much as he wants to, but if he's not competing under tournament conditions, it's very difficult for him to improve his game. One thing is to practice by yourself in a driving range, and another thing is actually to perform under the heat of competition. And when you're trying to take those steps up the ladder to get to the major tours, starting on some smaller tours and developing your game and gaining confidence on these smaller tours is of vital importance. If you have a look at a lot of top players in the world, that is the route that a lot of them have taken. The IG Tour is of vital importance for a player when he's starting out. It's very important to be able to perform under tournament conditions, and sometimes when a player is young and he's not quite ready to be thrown into big tournaments and to be in the immediate spotlight, some players can get by, but there's a lot of players that it does them more harm than good. So starting on a smaller tour, building up your confidence, start believing in yourself is the most important thing that any golfer can have. Without that confidence and without that self-belief, it's very difficult to perform. And the IG Tour is just the kind of place where these young players can gain confidence in themselves. I think it's a very good idea because these young and aspiring players, they don't always have huge sponsorships or money to go around. So it's very important that you compact the events. They can come out for a few weeks at a time. They can save costs. They can play in many different golf courses, get used to playing different types of grasses, different conditions, and they can have the time to practice as well, a little bit in between those events, but not too much off time. So you've got to space it out correctly where the player is really focused on his game for a series of weeks, and he knows that if he doesn't perform this week, it's okay. It's not 3 or 4 weeks before his next event. He can really start concentrating on the very next week, because the tournaments are nice and compact, and he can really work on his game and get it in shape and ready for the next one.